All right, so if you have a pond, a water feature, just a part of your yard that tends to stay damp, in today's Hands-On Gardening, Corey Malice has some ideas for plants that love and actually even thrive in that kind of environment.
In today's Hands-On Gardening, we are talking water plants or water-loving plants. Joining me is Steve Hunzinger from the UW Extension Office. And Steve, maybe you got a pond in your yard or an area that's perpetually wet. You can actually plant some plants in there that will actually benefit from that type of condition.
That's exactly right, Corey. And we start with some of the irises. There's quite a number of them that you can choose that do real well in that semi-moist to really wet conditions. They don't really like to dry out when we talk about these irises. When we think about blue flag and yellow flag iris, they'll do real well in those moist conditions, especially if our soil has good nutrient in it as well. The other thing is there are a couple different types of water irises that actually will grow right near or in shallow water.
Okay, and you also have your marsh marigolds, probably some of the water cannas as well. I mean, there's quite a selection.
There really is, and you talk about the marsh marigold, gives you a nice yellow color typically on that flower and can grow again along that edge or right into the water itself. The water cannas that you mentioned, that's great that you brought that up. The hardiness for us here in this area isn't great, so just like our regular cannas that we might be planting out into our perennial garden, we're going to have to dig those out every year and probably take them in for the winter because they're not going to survive. So make sure it's convenient where you put them, that you'll want to take them out and remove them, otherwise they're probably not going to survive our winter.
And if you have any questions, you can definitely talk to a plant expert because they'll have a lot of ideas for you.
There are a lot of ideas out there and some things that you can add to really make that area that's wet more attractive.
Alrighty, good advice there, Steve. That is today's Hands-On Gardening.